We always talk about the best places to live in the Austin area. Today, let's talk about the worst places. Jeremy Knight, the Knight Group, your favorite Austin realtor. You know, the worst place list is kind of a tough thing because most realtors aren't really allowed to give information like crime rates and things like that. So we're very limited in what we can say. So it's much easier to say, here's the best rated schools and all of that. So this list, I actually had to go and Google myself and find it so I could give you a list that's not me saying it, but coming from a list. So let's get started and drop a comment below. What do you think are the worst places to live around the area? What do you think the best places are? Let's hear from you in the comment section. Here we go. Okay, so I went through and I found this list. I did what you do and I Googled and I found this off Road Snacks. So this is where this list is coming from. So let's start with number 10 on this list. Number 10 on this list is the Highland area. They're saying the median home price is $217,000 while the median income is $48,000. So this is number 10 on the list. They rank it an 8 out of 10 on the Snacks. They say traditionally Highland has a reputation as a commercial center, home of the Highland Mall and other retail spots. This spot is in the northern part of Austin. Once drew shoppers and throughout the city. This is until it closed in 2015, leaving a big empty spot in the middle of the neighborhood. It's no surprise that the Highland represents the number 10 least inviting part of the city. Even though the mall and the area's economy is kept humming, the unemployment rate comes in at 5.4% and the median income hovers around $48,000. Still, affordability is a problem. High real estate prices lead to a median home price of $217,000. So looking at my website here, I pulled up so we could see kind of what the Highland rents look like and the overall prices. And, you know, I actually had a client looking here the other day. I mean, $725 for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house for 1,000 square feet. That's pretty high for a 2-1. And if you want to get a rent in here, you can find places for $1,300 a month, $2,000 a month for a 2-2. So not too bad. The thing is, it didn't really give a crime rate. So while they did give this an 8 out of 10 and it was number 10 on their list overall, Highland really is still close to downtown. You know, I actually stop by this area every now and then because there's a Tesla charger there. Yes, I own a Tesla. And Easy Tiger's right there. And Easy Tiger has great food. So this might not be inviting to most people, but it's still really close to downtown depending on where you live in that Highland area. So while it's number 10 on this list, I don't think it's that bad. So let's look at number 9 on the list, and that is Georgian Acres. Georgian Acres sits on the north central part of the city. A sluggish economy and some concerns about crime make this the number 9 least enticing neighborhood in Austin. Finding a job isn't that hard in the area. The unemployment is about 4.5%. However, these tend to be the low-paying gigs as the neighborhood's median income comes in at $34,000. Bordering I-35-183, Georgian Acres offers excellent access to the rest of the city, and the area itself is mostly residential, though it features some shopping and commercial as well. So looking at my website, this is right off of 183 and 35. So it's a little further north slightly, but if you're going to buy a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, it's going to be 2,000 square foot for, you know, $550. There's also some other homes. So, you know, this is just north of 183. It is close to downtown. But from what they're saying in this article, there's some crime issues there. I don't know. I don't sell a ton of real estate in that area, so I really don't know. We'll see. Coming in at number 8 on this list is actually Johnson Terrace. Johnson Terrace is up from 1 last year, apparently. Located in the northeast part of Austin, Johnson Terrace features an affordable cost of living and a reasonable, strong economy. The median income comes in at about $50,000, while the unemployment tends to be 4.7%. The median home value equals $175,000. Yet, despite these advantages, the neighborhood still represents one of the least enticing sections of the city. Why? Well, the location outside the city center keeps it far from many amenities. Among it, Johnson Terrace includes Buggy Creek and East Buggy Creek Greenbelt, an area for hiking. All right, so looking at this, Johnson Terrace is east of downtown, just right outside of Govell. There's really not a whole lot over there, but if you're one of those people trying to find a place to be close to Tesla, you know, this is pretty close to Tesla, so that's a draw. But looking in here, I mean, prices are in the $1 million price point. Prices are $370. If you're gonna rent a place over here, you're looking at about $2,600 a month for a 3-2. Not too bad. I don't think this is the worst area to be on the east side, so I'm curious why. I mean, they gave their reasons why, but I don't think it's that bad. What do you think? All right, number 7 on this list is Parker Lane. Parker Lane, a triangle neighborhood in the southeast section of Austin. Parker Lane lies at an intersection of I-35 and 71. A soggy job market and high cost of living make it one of the least attractive spots in the city. The local unemployment rate hovers at 6.3%. What's more, most area jobs are relatively low paying with a high median income of $34,000. That makes it difficult to afford homes in the area, which run about $158,000. And as we've seen on my website showing that a lot of these homes are actually way more expensive than whatever they're saying the median is. So they're probably bringing in, townhomes, apartments, and things like that. So the reason why the housing market has gotten so competitive in Parker Lane, the area features plenty of amenities such as Marbell Davis Park. What's interesting about Parker is I've driven through this area quite a few times and not even known that there's actually homes over here. So to me, when I'm looking at it, it seems like it's more developments, but there are homes available, 525, 545, 815. The good thing about this though, if you look at it, it's really close to downtown. So it's really not that far from downtown in this area. In fact, you're really close to downtown. It's just probably not as popular as like East 6th area, just north of the river. And what's really cool about this is it's really not far from like the softball fields. You have Oracle right around the corner. So while they're giving this a low mark, I don't think it's that bad of a place to be personally, but I mean, they're giving it the mark. So let's look at the next on the list. And next on their list is North Burnet. Now this is intriguing to me because I don't think North Burnet should be on this list, especially this high on the list at number 6. Part of the north area of Austin. North Burnet follows a curve in Highway 1 near the intersection of 183. Part of the north area of Austin. Theoretically, a short hop on one of the highways makes for a convenient commute. However, traffic often slows travel and major roads and public transportation is limited. Otherwise, North Burnet has a lot going for it. The economy is fairly strong with a median income of $56,000 and unemployment of 3.2%. Even with the financial security, the neighborhood remains affordable. The median home value sits at $84,000. In terms of amenities, I mean, look, here's what I'm not really understanding about their list. They're giving this a 6 out of a 10, but this area is really close to North Austin. And it's really close to the Domain, and it's really close to a lot of things. So why they're giving this such a low rate, I don't know. And I've had clients that buy over there. Looking at my website, it doesn't look like there is a lot on the market in this North Burnet area. So that might be part of it. There's just nothing that sells around there. But you're right next to the stadium and you're right next to the Domain. I don't think this area is that bad. In fact, if there's a good flip property in there, I probably would buy it. But here we are. This is their list. So, I mean, do you agree with their list so far? Let's look at number 5. Next on their list is MLK. MLK is on the east side of Austin. And this area, I just sold $1 million home. So I'm confused of why this is on the list, but let's hear what they say. As the name implies, MLK is centered around Martin Luther King Boulevard, located on the eastern part of the city, and the neighborhood also ranks number 5 worst area in Austin. Unlike many of the neighborhoods on this list, MLK enjoys a relatively healthy economy. Unfortunately, the cost of living represents a stretch for most of the 4,000 residents. The median price is $201,000. See, I don't get where they're getting this list of the prices because I'm telling you, homes are way more expensive than 201, but let's see what else. This puts home ownership out of reach for many in the area, which was a median income of $40,000. So yeah, this is one of the concerns that I've talked about in a lot of my videos where I've talked about on the east side where we have some, I guess you could say, gentrification coming in. I think this is what happens on the east side. You have property taxes that just kind of force people out. So let's look at number 4 on their list. All right, number 4 on this list is East Congress. Let's see what they say. Located in the south part of the city, East Congress fits into the intersection of I-35 and Highway 71. Modest safety concerns and a lack of amenities make the area one of the least appealing of the city. Generally speaking, the economy in the area is relatively good. Residents enjoy a median income of $57,000. Unemployment is 5.8%, and the cost of living is attractive as well, with the median being $116,000. In addition, locals can take advantage of some of the pleasant outdoor activities. East Congress, the properties over there are not 118. Let's kind of look. But looking at the list, there's homes at 385 for 1,000 square feet, 695 for 7,000 square foot lot. And if you're going to rent, you're looking at about $2,400 for a 3,200 square foot home. I like this area, to be honest with you. Like I said, I would probably try to invest in this area. All right, so let's go look at number 3 on this list. Number 3 is St. John's. St. John's gets its its name from the orphanage founded by African American leaders in the early part of 20th century. The institution burned down in the 1940s. These days, the area is centered around a stretch of I-35 in the northern section of the city. It also represents one of the least attractive parts of Austin. A sluggish economy accounts for most of the problem. 9,400 local people live there. $38,000 median income and a 6.5 unemployment rate. St. John's has a share of its amenities, though it includes a significant amount of shopping, and there are also educational opportunities such as Cybertech Institute of Technology. What's interesting about St. John is I don't think it's that bad of an area. I mean, if you bought a house in here, you're looking at about $500,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. $669, so it's really not that cheap. $500. This isn't a bad little stretch because you're still close to downtown. I wonder if they're kind of weighting crime into this at all. They're not really coming out and saying crime areas, but as far as like this area, I don't think it's a bad area because you're so close to downtown. You're close to Mueller, so I think there's a lot of positives of being in this area. So why they keep saying it's on the worst of their list for all the reasons that they stated, I don't think it's that bad, but well, let's go look at number 2 on the list. Martin Luther King Highway 183. Martin Luther King Highway has pretty straightforward name. It's located around the intersection of 183 and Martin Luther King Boulevard in the eastern section of Austin. A weak economy and a high cost of living makes it one of the toughest areas of the city to live. It can be difficult for the 8,300 residents to find a job. The unemployment rate sits at about 7.5%. Even available gigs can make it difficult to pay the bills. Median income equals about $38,000 compared to median home price of $167,000. So this area is right up off 183. I mean, the location of it's not bad, but if you're looking at pricing, yeah, prices over here can be kind of all over the place. 500, 390, a million. So prices over here aren't the cheapest. So maybe that's what they're looking at. While they gave this such a low mark on their list, I still think the east side's a great place. One thing to keep in mind with the east side is that you can run into topography issues. So we do see more foundational issues, and you're looking in this area, you just want to make sure that there's not a foundation issue with the home, or make sure it's already been remedied. All right, so let's go to number 1, the worst place to live on this article. 2021 is Montopolis. For more than 100 years, Montopolis stood as an independent community originally founded in the 1830s. It wasn't fully developed in the Austin area until the 1970s. These days, it counts as a number 1 worst place to live in the city. Jobs represent the most pressing challenge for the area's 12,000 residents, with a median income of about $31,000 and an unemployment rate of 6.1%. Located in the southeast part of the city, it provides excellent, affordable, and good access to amenities. Additionally, Roy Guerrero Colorado Park. Okay, so here we go. Montopolis is this section right here, basically off 71 183. You pass by it when you're going by the airport. If you're gonna rent over here, you're looking at $2,300 a month for a 2,000 square foot house. Prices over here, 400, 500. I mean, they're kind of all over the place. The thing about Montopolis is it's close to the airport. It's close to downtown. There is amenities like Roy Guerrero Park. You have the softball fields right around the corner. I don't think this is the worst place on the list in my opinion, but multiple lists gave Montopolis the worst place. So, I mean, they probably all did their homework, I guess. But Montopolis, number 1 on the worst of this list. All right, so there you go. What'd you think? Drop a comment below. Jeremy at the Night Group. We'll catch you on the next one.